Good evening, my friends. This is Paul, and today I'm going to be reviewing Mini Mario and Friends Amiibo Challenge, which is a free download for the 3DS and Wii U. Me and free downloads. What is the deal with me? Anyway, this is another one of Nintendo's you better have an Amiibo or you're screwed type of games, because they won't even let you start it unless you have at least one Amiibo. Now you might be thinking, oh man, Paul, I got like a ton of Amiibos. Look at that. I spent so many months trying to track down this Marth baby. He's probably going to be super cool in the game. Well, sorry, but you're out of luck. You have to have either a Mario or Donkey Kong series Amiibo in order to properly enjoy this game. If you do use a standard Amiibo like Marth, then you can get a generic robot, I think it's called Spec, and that'll get you through 12 basic levels. But if you have guys like these, for example, you can get special levels themed after that character with corresponding music and all. And you can also get certain tokens that'll unlock even more levels in the Star World. But before I get too ahead of myself, let's talk about the basic gameplay. This is the first Mini Mario game that I played through to completion. That's kind of a loose term because of the Star World, but again, we'll get to that. So, I wouldn't exactly say going in I was an expert, but it is the kind of game that rewards careful thinkers like me. Before you start the level, you have a layout of the entire place. It's a side-scrolling game, so you just move the circle pad up, down, left, right, depending on how the level's laid out. And then you can take any of the pieces that you can place, and then you can place them, edit them, and then you tap your minifigure to make them go. And they're automatically going to be scrolling left or right, depending on how they're facing. They'll automatically jump up small gaps. If they go on a slope, they'll be able to slide into enemies or break through walls. If they get a pair of hammers, they can break through walls or destroy Donkey Kong figures in the way. And if they land on Donkey Kong, then he'll toss them into the air. If you use a very special Amiibo that's compatible with the game, they also have additional special features that can help them get Amiibo tokens. Like, for example, Luigi has a high jump, and Rosalina can launch super high into the air. Kind of the same thing, if you ask me. And only with those characters can you get the tokens, which I found was kind of a beef with me, because I really wanted to utilize my special Amiibo that I paid extra money for to be able to make the level easier, but all it really did was just get you more tokens. Unfortunately, if you want to beat a level, you have to, for the most part, do it the old-fashioned way, which is creating a walkway with a girder or making a spring in just the right place. And because the toys are on auto-moving, if you try to stop them and tap them and say, no, 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 shut up, then they're just going to walk faster. And usually that'll send you to your doom. Oftentimes, actually all the time, there are no checkpoints. So if you lose, you have to start the entire level from scratch. It doesn't even save your placement of objects. So if you had this perfectly positioned pit of pink blocks, it'll revert to what it was before you started the level, which is no fun. Your main objective is to get through the door that I think has a flag on it. And if you collect coins, that'll boost your score. Not like anyone cares, because me versus dying. But some of the levels have character-specific doors that you have to use your character's ability to get through. So, because I only have these guys out of the Mario series, I'm just going to talk about their world and give you just a brief example of what kinds of special worlds this game has to offer. So with Luigi, you get access to a cover of the Luigi's Mansion theme, and you get levels that involve lighting. You get to move and place around candles that will make you invincible to the ghosts if the lights are on, and they'll also make certain blocks appear and disappear. And then with Rosalina, you get a nice piano arrangement of a combination of the Comet Observatory and Luma's theme from Super Mario Galaxy. And you have pull stars that you can use to drag her across the levels, which those levels, more often than not, were actually stupid easy, but Then again, she is Rosalina, you know, the most powerful being in the cosmos, at least in Mario lore, so it should be overpowered. So, the game is really short, as you might have noticed. If you don't have a special amiibo, the game is only 12 levels long, and that's about it. I mean, what else can you get for free? But because this is Nintendo and there's microtransactions in there somewhere, if you get enough tokens, you unlock levels in the Star World, which I didn't even bother trying because I figured, well, I don't have enough amiibos to unlock all the levels, so I'm not even going to even play the levels that are unlocked. Because you can't swap amiibos mid-level. So, if say you get the Rosalina token over here, and there's a Diddy Kong token over here, they're not going to let you swap out to Diddy Kong so you can get the token. No! First you have to get the token with Rosalina, exit the level, and then come back with Diddy Kong. And since a lot of levels have like 3 tokens in them, that means most of the levels you have to replay 3 times if you're going to get 100% completion. And that is really, really sad, especially because most amiibos go for about $13. And that's just a lot of money to shell for such a simplistic game. Now, this game's not bad. I can see how fans of the Mario vs. Donkey Kong series could have a lot of enjoyment, especially with, you know, trying to strategically make your way across an obstacle course that you create. There are some truly ingenious moments of where you just realize that you were totally brilliant and you didn't know how. My only concern is that I wish there was a way to have more ability to pause the game besides doing it so unintuitively. Like, if there was a way to say stop your toy for a couple of seconds, that would have really helped me instead of intentionally putting blocks in their way so that they'd be moving backward and forward while I took my time to think. Other than that, it's free. Give it a try if you have any amiibo. If you have a special amiibo, you can get 4 more levels, but don't expect them to be anything mind-blowing. Just changing your strategy up a little bit. Anyway, thank you very much for listening, and until the next time, keep the faith, stay epic, and God bless. Bye.